Hello, I'm so glad you're back here. Today I'm going to show you a really versatile dish, another really healthy one that feeds many and fussy eaters as well, especially when you have a crowd and everybody wants something different. Because in this one, you get to make your guests or your family make their own dish. So two of the things we're going to go through today are how to make pickles and how to poach meat. So to make a pickle, it's quite easy. Today I'm going to use a jug so that you can see their quantities. So first of all, it's equal quantities of vinegar, sugar and water. So first of all, we need to dissolve the sugar. So the quickest way to do this is to put the sugar into the jug and we're going to fill it up with water. So now I'm going to just stir. You can see the granules of sugar still in there. Now that it's clear, I can add the vinegar and my salt. The salt won't all disappear, that's fine, just leave it in there. You can taste it. Okay, it tastes really sour and you can feel that it's quite balanced. And by balanced, I mean you can have a teaspoon of this and not cringe from how sour it is, because that's balanced out by the water and the sugar. You can upscale this pickle by putting in sour anise, cinnamon sticks and peppercorns. We're not going to do this today because I'm showing you how to be a realistic cook at home when you're really busy. So now that we have the pickle juice ready, we can put any vegetables in there. In Vietnamese cuisine, we usually use carrots and radish. If you don't have these, that's fine. So I'm going to let these vegetables soak in here. And they can soak for ages, and I mean like weeks in the fridge, and it wouldn't matter. So you can do this during the weekend when the kids are playing in the backyard. And now I'm going to poach the meat. Poaching just means cooking the meat in hot water that's not boiling, just simmering. So I'm going to bring the water to boil and I'm going to use salt. So now that the water has boiled, I'm going to put my meat in. So depending on the size of the pork, you have to cook it until it's cooked through. Now, I could give you instructions on how many minutes, etc., but in real life, I never go back and check it. It's roughly 10 minutes. To prepare the vermicelli, boil the water, and as soon as the water is a rolling boil, and a rolling boil means it's bubbling and the bubbles are massive. If you have little bubbles, that's a simmer. So once it's rolling, you dunk the whole bag of vermicelli in. Now, each of these cubes, as you can see, will serve about 3 people. I'm going to put a timer for exactly 5 minutes because this brand takes 5 minutes. Now we're going to sift it and we're just going to let it drain. Again, if you watch my other video, to cut the meat, you go against the grain. And just keep in consideration that this is going to go inside a rice paper roll. So if your meat is really chunky and fat, cut it lengthwise once and then slice it. The fun part, now we have all the ingredients ready. Here we have the meat that's sliced, the pickles, I've just drained them, the vermicelli that's been cooked and drained, the rice paper, and it's up to you whatever herbs you want. We have perilla here, we have mint, Vietnamese basil. They smell fantastic, they're full of antioxidants, really great for you. But you can put as many or as little as you want. So we're going to put these rice papers in warm water and then onto some tea towels. Now they feel really hard, don't worry, by the time you put a couple of these down and you put all the ingredients in, they're going to soften. So first we're going to layer it with vermicelli, the meat, and then I'm going to put the herbs right at the tip of the circle is, and I'm going to show you why in just a sec. So I'm going to line all my vegetables in. Now you want to put the left flap over, then the right flap, doesn't matter which order, and then you're going to make it as tight as you can without breaking it. So this part, you can either be really nice and kind and do it for everyone, or you can lay all these ingredients in the middle of the table and get everybody to give it a go themselves. So here we're rolling it, make sure it's really tight. And the reason we put the herbs right at the end, as you can see, is that you can see right through it and it's quite pretty. To make the sauce, we have here hoisin sauce. It's very, very salty and it's very dense. We're just going to dilute it with a dash of water, and by a dash means a couple tablespoons to half a cup of hoisin. And you can taste that it's very salty. So we're going to put like a teaspoon of honey into this. So we're just going to mix it, and I'm just going to microwave it to heat it up a little bit to dissolve the honey. Now that's microwave, you can see that it's dissolving a lot easier. We can put half a cup of hoisin in there, just taste it. Now I'm just going to toast some nuts, and this is the fun part. After you toast it, you can beat it up. So you put the nuts in a Ziploc bag and then around some tea towels, and find something like a rolling pin or a mallet and just beat it up. So we're gonna put these nuts on top of hoisin sauce, and everybody can have one of these and your rice paper rolls next to it, and voila! A really simple dish that's delicious to make, easy for everyone to be satisfied because everyone can assemble their own. And on top of that, you can make it the day before and the kids can bring it to school as well. I hope you enjoyed making this. I hope you give it a go. You can poach chicken instead, you can use prawns instead, or you can leave out the vegetables and put tofu in there. If you ever make it, please send me a couple photos. I would love to see how yours turns out. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video around. Thanks, bye!